Oh, fucking that scared the life out of me. So, as I said in the previous video, before we went out drifting, Lyddon is done, and we have got a lot going on at the minute. As you can see here, for the Citroen C2 V2, which is over there, the black one in the corner, we have a very large list of things we have to do. So this is, obviously, I think I might have said previously, to build another race car, another Citroen C2, like this one here. And there is a little bit more to it. Me being hasty in my simple brain thought that, well, I've got a roll cage in that car and suspension up there, so all I need to do is throw it on and I'm away. But it's a little bit more complicated than that, unfortunately. So me and Danny wrote out a list. Danny said things and I wrote them down, and then I've got a list this big all of a sudden. How we're starting with it is by getting this silver car, as you can see here, with the roll cage in it. We're starting by getting this roll cage out, which we're nearly there. I think by the end of tomorrow that cage could well be out. It's a little bit harder than we thought it was going to be. As you can see at the front of the car, we are taking the engine out because we obviously don't need it in the car, because we're going to get rid of this whole chassis and let it go for scrap because there's no use to us when it hasn't got a roof. Danny's just got the throttle body off. I took the alternator, the manifold, the exhaust, the weird electrical bits, cut all the coolant pipes and stuff off and got it pretty much ready to drop out, I think, maybe. I think at this point we will have to get the front up, wheels off, drive shafts out, so then we can drop the engine and gearbox out of the car. And then soon, I am very excited about it. I am an R. One day I wake up, oh my God, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm messing this up. This is going to be awful. Other days I wake up and I really want to start building this race car. And yes, that is the plan. Hopefully build another car, probably not by March when the racing starts. When March rolls round, what we'll be doing and what we'll be driving, we don't know. Could well be that, which I'm not against, but I'd like to move on to a faster car. We're mid-September, and obviously the next race is mid-October, so we've got about a month until we're going all the way up to Scotland to Knockhill racetrack, which is miles away. It's probably going to be about 16 hours of driving. There is bits that we are going to do on the race car before Knockhill, but I will get to that in a bit. For now, let's get this car stripped out and ready to go to the scrapyard.
How are you getting on in rusty hell?
Shit, bad. I mean, not good. Everything's rusty. I had to cut that off. It wouldn't come off. Just the sheer pile of rust that is just coming off, and all I've done is taken a wheel and a caliper off. The pads, which is quite interesting, obviously considerably rusty, but something I've never seen before. It literally falling apart. That's the friction material has just completely come off the back of the pad. That's what we're up against, really. Now I'm trying to get the ball joint bolts off, and unfortunately, of all times for it to not be a hex head, it's one that has a little round head with a Allen key or Torx. Cut the drive shaft?
Cut the bolt.
Oh.
Well, that's where Ted's at. The engine's pretty much ready to go. We're just waiting on a pallet to put it on. Loose. Oh no, you got to undo the bottom engine mount. No? Yeah, we got a brainstorm.
Cut the drive shaft?
Potentially. Not with that blade though.
That fucking one.
Business.
So, it is now the next day. It's Friday. Just come home from work, and it is going to be just getting this engine out. It's the first time I've ever taken an engine out of a car, and we're about to whisk it out. I don't know how this is going to go. It might end up awfully. I don't know. We haven't got Danny here now to supervise, so we just have to see how we get on. But it's ready to come out, so we are going to pull this thing out. Hopefully, it's moving like it should come. Probably, hopefully, maybe, I don't know. But we'll see. It's free! It's coming out! We're going to see how this works. Is there anything holding it? No? Oh my God! So, you might have seen that we was getting that engine out, and we did get the engine out. So now it's actually Monday. Come back, and the engine, as you can see, is here. Just going to now get this gearbox off it, I think. Take the gearbox off it, and then probably let that go for scrap, and then just keep the actual base engine block, because that's all we really need or want. The car is still here. The roll cage isn't out yet, but it's nearly out. Very nearly. I think at some point this week that roll cage will be out and gone. With that, we should be able to start working on this one, because it's the 20th today. So we have got less than 30 days now until we're racing in Scotland for the last round. And the plan for the car before Scotland is engine mounts. You'll see there is one engine mount down here, just where I'm pointing underneath where we've wrapped this ABS electric module thing. There's one down there, There's one here, which we have already done, actually, so we're not going to bother with this one. And there's also another one down underneath at the back of the engine. So we're going to replace 2 out of the 3. That might be something to do with why we're snapping gear linkages. If you imagine that the engine's moving around and the linkages are moving around, it's probably not going to help the fact that, well, it's probably not going to help these gear linkages that keep breaking ever so often. So hopefully that might be a solution to our problem. I'm really hoping so, because I don't really want to do any more since they're about £180 each. So that's the plan. Not a lot to do in the month, but I'm sure when we start messing around, things normally pop up and we find we have more stuff to do than originally thought. So with that, I'm going to start getting this gearbox apart. We'll see where we get to. So, as part of my genius idea, I've realised that to get the gearbox off, you probably have to support it, and I want to be able to get it outside. Preferably because it's a big, heavy automatic gearbox, I don't really want to carry it. So, my genius idea was to lift that high enough up so that I can drop the gearbox onto this, which it's just plywood, so I don't know if it will hold, and then wheel it out and keep the rest of the engine on there, because obviously you can imagine that when I take these bolts fully out, this part's going to drop, this part's going to stay attached here via a ratchet. It's all pretty dodgy, to be honest, but hopefully it'll work. We'll see, maybe, who knows. What it turns out is a bit of a culprit I've had a run-in with before. If you can see this bolt here, and this bracket bolts on there, which I thought just went to the sumps, it wasn't part of the gearbox, but it's so long that it actually goes through into the gearbox housing here. So that's what it was. I've had a run-in with this one before, because this actually holds the exhaust sort of clamped on there, in which the exhaust runs from the front of the engine down through this tunnel to the back of the engine under where the drive shaft goes, because that's where your drive shaft goes into. I do think this now will probably fall off with a good clout. So let's see if it works. So now if we do that, yeah, that's come. Ooh. You can see it's really coming away now. There's a big gap. You're off that dowel there. So I don't actually know where else it's sort of holding on. Oh, fucking that scared the life out of me. Whoa, that was scary. Oh, but it's off. We've done it. Well, that's that. That's flying off and sat in there, which is what I was prizing out then, and then came out all of a sudden. Problem is, the condition of this engine is looking worse and worse by the minute. Everything that seems to come apart seems to be very rusty, so that's not great. Yeah, as I was saying, that's the spline that goes into that, which I believe is the clutch. I don't actually know, but gearbox off. Sweet. That can go out. This can go on the pallet that is over in the corner over there. As you can see, we've got a problem. This doesn't fit on that, so I don't know what to do. Behold, the newly adapted, forgot what it's called, pallet. Newly adapted pallet. As you can see, it's slightly narrower now. I've tested it. It does fit in around it a little bit. Obviously not all the way because it narrows down, but I believe that should be okay. So, with the engine on the pallet just behind me, I've decided to get the C2 up on the lift so I can get under it and show you guys what engine mount I'm talking about. It's getting a little bit late tonight. Tomorrow, which is Tuesday, hopefully, maybe Danny will come down here with me as well. So, yes, I will quickly show you guys what I mean when I say about the engine mount that I want to replace. I know I've got 2 lower mount replacements ready to go on. Oh, no, I can't show you. The skid tray's on. Never mind. I am going to have a little tidy up, pack up shop a little bit, and then probably get myself home. I've got the BMW and the red C2s outside. I could well stay here all night, but I think I need an early night. I'm gonna get the cars in and go home. And hopefully I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna text Danny now and see if he'll get down here tomorrow night with me. Do some filming and do some good stuff. See you tomorrow.